Hey you guys, welcome back to a Conquerors Blade video. Today I'm going to be talking about the prefecture guards and why they are a must-have unit. One, the fact that they're a tier 3, so they're great at the start of the season, but generally as a unit to have, they're pretty good, especially when you get into elite. So feel free to stick around, watch the video, and if you're a seasoned player at the game and you've got some additional points you want to put, feel free to drop them in the comment section and I'm sure anyone that's new would appreciate it really. So yeah. Stick around and we'll talk about the prefecture guards. So the prefecture guards are a 28-person unit with 2 formations followed by 3 abilities. One of those abilities being a charge ability, second being the fight efficiency ability, and 3 being just protect the commander. Now in this game, as you can see, I have told my troops to go and push the siege tower. Now I don't mind them doing that, and if I lost a few of the sort of units as such through the sort of siege weapons as such, also the artillery pieces and that, I wouldn't be too fussed really. Then the sort of a unit that if you lost a few of them at the beginning, you wouldn't be too, you wouldn't be upset. Such as if it was my stalwarts and I lost sort of 5-6 of them at the beginning and I haven't efficiently used them, I would be already upset. It's probably the polite way of putting that. However, like most units, you do want to keep as many alive as possible. Now with the prefecture guards, they are great in certain scenarios, such as flanking, coming from the side on something like a set of stalwarts, especially when you get a good charge on something and then you manage to hit your fight efficiency ability. With that, you can then take out as many stalwarts as you can. Again, a unit that you're not too fussed about, or you don't mind sort of, I wouldn't want to say they're a wasteful unit, because you still want to keep them and sort of, make as much use out of them in the game, but they're not a meta unit as such that you're gonna, again, not gonna be too upset if you lose them. Now, as you can see here, my siege tower has just ported, so I thought, right, I'm gonna stop there, get my guys back, and we're gonna go for a bit of an attack. So I get my troops to the top of the siege tower. We're taking out this tier 1 unit, thinking great, easy kills, easy to crack them up. So I've got sort of 13 kills there, and I know there's an archer unit to my right, so I'm thinking, right, let's go and take these guys out. This is another set of easy kills. We might as well have them. So this guy has now got something brown in his trousers because he's just realised there is a prefecture guard unit coming after him with an additional unit not far behind. Now I've sent a charge in, thinking let's just catch up with that and let's get some of his archers out. Now unfortunately he did move his archers at the wrong time and they do get wiped. So we start dealing with a hero as such, and luckily I've got quite a larger unit around me and they deal with that quite quickly. So you can see as such, in terms of doctrines, I haven't got anything decent on there at the moment, only 2 blues and 3 greens. Now, going over to the career of my prefecture guards, I've only used them as a win rate of 61%, MVP 29 times, and a total hero kills of 37. Now, most heroes killed in one battle was 3, and 91 kills with units, which I don't think that's too bad really, that's quite a good average. Yeah, total kills to troop deaths is not too great. As you can see, their sort of KD is a 0.6, so not the best KD. But again, that goes back to the whole thing of like they're a unit that you don't really mind sort of losing out as such, and they're a bit expendable. Is probably the best way to put that. So, but yeah, now let's have a look at the Veterancy cards. In terms of the Veterancy line, I'd recommend going the middle one purely because you get an extra hit or an extra attack. So if there's 2 people, effectively your prefecture guard can actually hit both those people. So I see that as you're sort of doubling from 28 to sort of 56 units really. You're doubling what you actually have. Against the sort of the top one that only cools down your drill, so effectively your charge as such, and the bottom one's just in terms of making them more cost effective to resupply them. I don't really see much use in that one. It's not something you're gonna sort of use unless you're someone that's constantly losing them, or using them as an expendable unit. Then fine, yeah, then they're going to probably be used more for that sort of things. But yeah, in terms of that, I would recommend the middle line purely because it is a better damaged line. So continuing on with the game now, as you can see, I just get a few hero kills here on a bit of a unit. Anyway, we come around, I realised there was an archer unit around the side. I thought, right, they're protecting B, so I try and get my guys lined up, get a charge on as quick as possible, and try and get them to take out the archers. Now, they were quick enough to sort of retreat. As such, it just kind of left me and my unit against a load of heroes. Now, So I can't really complain with those odds, considering I actually do get reinforced by another 2 units as such. Now, I am aware this is a AI game, so that makes a massive difference, considering if this was a full player lobby, they probably would have been taken out by some sort of meta unit by now, or at least some decent units. Now, as you can see there down at the bottom, my guys are sort of lost a bit of health, and I'm thinking, right, well, let's capture B. We've got some teammates capturing the supply point that's in front of us. Well, what I'll do is I'll get them healed up, because I want to try and keep them with me as long as possible, as a, anything, a unit is going to be handy the longevity you have them in the game. So my guys are healed up, and I'm thinking, look, there's a few guys over here, looks like there's some juicy action going on, so I move ahead, get my guys trying to get lined up again, get a charge in. Doesn't work out too well, but it doesn't really matter, because you can see my kill count goes up on the unit, so I'm pretty chuffed for that. I'm having a bit of fun there with some guy, and I'm thinking, right, again, health on the guys have dropped quite a bit. Let's get them back in here, let's get them healed up, because this time we're going to go for a full-on attack on their base. So for beginners, I definitely recommend them. They go up to level 18, so when it comes to an F4 quest, I recommend keeping some unit medals aside. Get these guys leveled up to sort of 17. When you get to sort of the F4 quest where you've got to get a unit up to sort of level 18, you can simply just pop these guys up to level 18 and they're ready for you. And once they've done that, they're at the elite level, which gives you the opportunity to hit the extra additional unit with by 1. So yeah, in terms of a unit and that, they certainly are great. They, for a tier 3, they're not terrible. They're not overpowered. They're not underpowered. They just sit in the middle level really, and I think that's perfect really for a class. So if anyone's got any comments or questions on that, feel free to drop them in the comments section below. Feel free to give us a like, and if you enjoy the content, feel free to subscribe, and I'm more likely to push more out if people enjoy it, and let us know. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye!